All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all kind of creatures alike. I am your party artist. I'm here to help you have fun. My name's Kim Overholt, and I'm here to help you have fun with learning how to do cartooning. And today is Cartooning Monday, and I hope you're ready because I'm going to try something a little bit different today. We're going to do something. We're going to make a project, and it's going to be over the course of the summer. We're going to try something new. All right. So this is called Cartoon Boot Camp. All right. Let me just get you started. All right. So I'll start you by the basics. Um, we start off with very basic sketching. I mean, if you ever were one for drawing and maybe got out of it for a while, want to get back into it, uh, definitely remember your basic shapes, your triangle, your square, and your circle, right? Not quite the circle there. My last name being Overholt. I'm pretty good at making O's, but I still go at it the wrong way sometimes. So you know your basic shapes. You start off with that, and there's one shape that takes all these, and you can make it into whatever you choose it to be. You can make it into a cone. You can have it be like a square of some sort. Make it like a little something else on top there. Play with it, blah blah blah. This is what the third shape is. Whatever you want it to be. That's what I call it's your imagination. So you go ahead and you imagine what shape could all these be made into. You can make even something that's kind of squiggly and kind of falls off the end. You can make it look like a volcano, whatever. The case is, what you do is what you can create. So it's just a matter of pencil. I know I'm using dry eraser right now, but this is just so I can give you examples. Uh, Pencil and eraser. Your eraser is probably your best friend, and if you can get a good eraser, I'll show you what a great eraser is. I've had this eraser for most of my life. Yeah, pretty much most of my life. This big wad right here. This is a moldable eraser. I noticed those first thing when I was a kid, when I used to go into the Niagara Hobby Shop here in the Niagara area. Of course, I grew up in Niagara, and this is Life of the Artist in the Niagara area. And and this was just like a little tiny piece to start off with. It grew. I use this for not only for pencil, but I use it as well for charcoal. You can use it for if you can scrub some of the ink, you can and remove it. You can use that as well. You can use this as well. It takes a little bit more pushing on it, and you have to watch the paper. Blah blah blah. If you're working with physical paper, I love working physically. I work all of my things like I've shown you in the past. If you've looked at my previous, I have my book full of all kinds of ideas that come to mind, and I draw them down. And I always tell people, this is the way to start. You start with ideas, write them down in a book, and think about it, and think of the things that you want to draw. Okay, all right. So bear with me here. Oh. I write things down now so I don't forget, because there's so much I want to show you and make sure that we share this together and you have a handle on it, maybe a better handle on it than I do, so that when we get to it, I can show you the door, blah, blah, blah. You know how that thing goes, right? Okay, so you start with your basics. And you know what? I have a guy, I talked to somebody yesterday who says all he does is just draw triangles all day, or just makes triangle shapes. And the same, he makes circle shapes. It just just to get his hand used to making the shapes, he makes like a whole bunch of them, and square shapes too, squares, all kinds of squares. So practice, practice, practice. I always say the only way you're going to get good is with lots of practice. I now call myself not only just an artist, but I call myself a well-rounded artist, because not only do I know about like drawing, I know about painting, I know about sculpture. When I have my eraser, I sculpt with it, sometimes making faces or making I can make whole bodies and things like that, make little voodoo dolls and stuff with it. I love this thing, and it's an eraser for erasing all of your mistakes. Now, it doesn't get rid of your personal mistakes, but it gets rid of the stuff that you draw down, or sometimes when you want to kind of get, if you're being frustrated like I am, sometimes when you're frustrated, you can squeeze it, and this gives you good hand strength too when you're playing ukulele. Because I'm also becoming a well-rounded musician as well. I'm trying, you can't stay the same all the time. You got to expand, you got to keep growing because you are a human being and that's what you do. You have to keep expanding and growing and use your imagination and think. Don't let other people do your stuff. You do what you want to do for you, right? And this is what I'm trying to teach you basically, like learning how to do stuff and then going for it on your own because that's where you learn most is where you strike it out on your own and just go for it and see what happens. See what happens. It's like don't be afraid of it. I've also told myself don't panic about stuff because it really does. It makes all the difference. Just relax, take it easy, make it nice. Learn about the stuff that you want, and go for it because life is short, and there's still some things I'm not done doing yet, and one includes doing my own animation. So I'm going to start right from the basics too, and we're going to make a project together. So I've already come up with an idea, and it's great because now I'm like, okay, I start from the basics and we go from there. So what I usually tell people is, choose your favorite cartoon character, find a character that you like. You there's so many different characters out there, um, from anywhere from Bugs Bunny to like SpongeBob. As you can see, I run the gamut when it comes to being able to draw all kinds of things. And I also encourage you to, practice, practice, practice. There's, practice doing faces, practice doing heads, practice just painting or just doing stuff with ink and making it into something. Showing you my teeth. There you go. And, when you practice, it gives you chances to try different things and get good at it, right? Like don't ever think that you're now sometimes when you get good at drawing, you want to do freehand stuff. And this is the stuff that I did because I've been doing it so long. I thought I'll just try freehand, no pencil, no eraser. I'm not stopping. I'm just making it, and sure enough, I can do it because I've had enough practice that I can actually do it without and it doesn't turn out as bad as I think it is. Like I did that without any pencil. I just kind of went for it. I kind of looked at the picture. Of course, there's a picture that I reference to, but I look at it and I see. I'm like, yeah, I can draw that. This one was a little bit harder. I did have to use some reference lines for some of it, but most of it I did freehand. That was a toughie. That was a toughie because even like if you can see that the ear is not quite right. There's the little bit of oopsie I got, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And this one I started using more pencil to get because I love Bugs Bunny, and everybody wants to draw their favorite personalities. Tom and Jerry, that kind of thing. You see, and I'm always drawing in this book all kinds of ideas. I do ideas for making personalities. So that's like the Rock, Dwayne Johnson there. Make his head look like a rock. Rock. And Ariana Grande with the flying face, and Elon Musk. You start drawing things and coming up with ideas, and this is what Taylor Swift, having fun with it. And you know what? I thought, what we'll do is we'll come up with an idea for a cartoon, and we'll maybe even make it look like somebody. Like maybe I'll make it look a little bit like Taylor Swift kind of thing, cute. Like we can practice something like that. So this is what I'm going to be doing over the course of every time we come for Cartooning Monday. We'll go a little bit further and a little bit further, and maybe during the course of the week I might even add more stuff to it because let me see. Tuesday is Magic Tuesday. We could create a little magic of ideas. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, and we can come up with some storylines. Thursday is Entertaining Thursday, where we can play a little bit, maybe make a song about our new cartoon character. Friday is feedback, and of course, I love when you guys come and talk back to me. Come on, talk back to me, I dare you. We all need a little bit of information and inspiration now and then around here. So I appreciate it. I always appreciate you being here. I appreciate all 55. And if you want to be part of my group, please subscribe. And I always say, I have my list of things that I want to be doing while I'm here with you. So one of the things is telling you, please subscribe. So today, like I say, we're going to get going on a nice little picture for you. So let me just right. Okay, so okay, I'm just making sure that I always have something to follow, and I'm doing this and in my own way, and hopefully you get to know me enough, you might like it, and there's might be something that might be profitable, maybe for somebody who wants to take on the challenge of dealing with a real artist. Darn it. No, I don't know a 3 number. Let's decline that number. Anyways, that's I don't get interrupted while I'm talking to you because I think you're the most important thing here. So let's get started with coming up with ideas. Now, we talked maybe about a week or two about character design and stuff like that. So now I've come up with a character, and I'll give you first. I want to tell you, yeah, practice is important. So we are going to come up with an idea for a character, and I'll make a character, and you can come up with some storylines maybe, or and let me just give you an idea. Okay, so what I'm going to be drawing, what I'm going to be doing. Oh shoot, this way. Yeah, okay, this way. The more in the middle. I'm thinking, yeah, so I can get on both sides. Okay, sorry, just bearing here. Just bear with me here. Okay, there we go. So to get us started, we have to think about the character. Um, Make it simple. Uh, we'll start. Hey, how about we'll make it a bunny? We'll make it a bunny. Okay. So you have to think of a bunny, a cute little bunny. You know what? When I used to be a clown, there used to be a clown that I used to watch on television called Lunette. I met her actually. Her name is Allison, and so I mean, it's such a cute little name. I was thinking maybe not Lunette, but how about Luna? Luna. Okay, so we'll call her Luna, and then we had to let me make the name Luna. Luna. All right, and we can play with the name, maybe make it into bubble letters, and there's a good way to practice making all your triangle, squares, and circle shapes is when you start drawing with lettering like this. So when we make Luna's name, we can make it keep it simple. That's what I always say. Maybe something like that. Let me just move that over a little bit. And play with the name. Play with the name. Make it cute. We can make it bubble letters. Adding like little lines in there like that. Yeah, that's it. Make them look like little bubbles. That's always fun. Play with the lettering. You can outline it. Luna. Luna. Such a pretty name. And yeah, it's okay. Let me I'm just giving you ideas. So if you want to make the name and then make nice little, it's so simple the name. Okay. But last name, what should we make? Because everybody has a first and last name. Even Bugs had the last name Bugs Bunny, and she's a bunny. But I don't want to call her Luna Bunny. Luna. Oh, let's make it cute. I'll call her Luna Sparkles. Luna Sparkles. Make her, she's a fun bunny. She's, you can make an idea like make a logo where it just shows her whiskers or something cute like that. Or you do something that has the ears or something, have the ears in there, something cute like that. Just keep it simple. Make a little flower because it's a girl. We're gonna make a little girl. Just something simple. That's just kind of coming up with an idea. Sparkles. So you can make some sparkles. She loves face painting. Like you kind of think of what things Luna Sparkles would love to be doing. And how old do you think she would be? The name of Luna Sparkles, I'm thinking she's probably about 8 years old, 7 or 8. What do you think? 7 or 8? Yeah, I think that's a good age. Yeah, so she's a young she's a young budding artist. Young budding artist named Luna Sparkles. And you can play with the S's in there. You can make it, a little bit more roundy with the we play with it a little bit on Luna. You can make the A kind of go like that if you want to, or make it look like little bunny ears there. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that you can do. So her name will be Luna Sparkles. Okay. All right. So now that we've established a name, that's where you start. You start with a name. So funny name. Okay, so that's funny. Luna Sparkles. And what is special about Luna Sparkles? Let me see. She's a bunny. You gotta kind of write a background on your character. So let me see. Luna Sparkles is a bunny. Let's see. She's about 7 or 8 years old. She's an artist. She's an artist as well. She's a practicing budding artist like everybody else here. She carries a magic paintbrush in her hand, giving her the ability to paint whatever she likes. She can just wave her magic paintbrush, and boom, there she is. Okay, so that's kind of giving a physical. We should make more like a physical description of what she looks like as well. So she's an artist with magic paintbrush. Okay. What color should she be? I'm thinking maybe like a cream color or white bunny. She got big sparkly eyes. That's why she called Luna Sparkles, because she got big sparkly eyes. What makes her cute? She wears a tutu. She's in dance classes. She likes to dance. So she likes to wear her tutu. When she has her adventures, she's always wearing her tutu, and she always has her magic paintbrush in hand. And what else? What's more physical aspects of her? Big eyes. Obviously, oh, she's got a tail. She got a bushy tail. Bushy little tail. Oh, that she also uses for painting. So I'd say on the end of her tail, she's got paint. So that little fuzzy tail she has, maybe there's like a little thing like it's on a point where she can just kind of bloop. She takes her butt and puts it on the canvas, and she can make little dots and stuff with her tail. Kind of thing. Little interesting, cool, little funny things you can make your character do. Okay, so she's a great artist. She's like a a bunny version of Bob Ross. Bob Ross bunny. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, so we got a little bit of an idea of what she is. She got big sparkly eyes. She wears a tutu, a tail that she uses for painting sometimes. And she loves to. She always comes up with great ideas. And let me think. She's not big. She's not big. So I would say she's like a pretty small looking bunny. Like it isn't going to be like a big, not one of those big. She's like little. She's not a big. She has big bunny. She's a little bunny. She's maybe that high, maybe that big. You think? Yeah, just like a little, maybe 2 feet. So maybe a little bit big, maybe like that. Maybe 2 feet from ear to tail, or ear to foot, kind of thing. So yeah, look, you know what? Think about her. See it. Imagine her in your mind. Of how she big, big blue eyes, just big sparkly eyes, and blue. Or if you wanted blue, or you can make them purple, or whatever the case may be, with sparkles in it. Of course, I make very big sparkly eyes. Okay. She's got a tutu. She's what else can I? What else? Let me just think about it. Anything you guys want to add? Maybe for coming up with an idea of her character. Um, does she have? Oh, you know what? Because she's like Bob Ross, we're gonna have her with a nice like curly hair, curly hair, maybe multicolor. Maybe make it like because she's an artist, she likes to be a little bit different from everybody, all the other, um, all the other bunnies. So maybe multicolored hair, sparkly eyes. Maybe she got freckles. Those little things that make her cuter. Maybe she's got freckles. Um, okay, let's see. Uh, Sparkly eyes, of course, nice eyelashes, probably freckles. Um, Trying to think. Yeah, like a little tutu or something. Just trying to think of what she could be wearing, because some characters you don't want to have them being like naked and bunny fur, whatever. But you want to play with it a little bit. Okay, so that gives us an idea. Now think of her. Break down, it into like what bunnies look like, because bunnies usually look kind of like this. I don't know. This is. I'll do it better in a second, but this is what I kind of think of bunny. Maybe I'll do a bigger version. Hold on. But she's got like multicolored hair. So okay, that's let me do that a little bit better. But I'm just thinking off the top of my head, using the different shapes, kind of thinking of it like maybe she's got a football shaped head, like Stewie does. From the Stewie, like, because you got to think of other cartoons, right? So I'm thinking Stewie from what you call it, Family Guy, has a kind of football shaped head, but then she's got like the long ears coming out. We should try and draw her. What do you think? Should we try and give her a draw kind of thing? So this is what I'm kind of envisioning in my mind. This is what she would kind of look like, kind of like a bunny Bob Ross, female little bunny Bob Ross, starting out, and maybe she's a superhero too. Using her magic paintbrush, she can create all kinds of different things. I remember Bob Ross could create all kinds of stuff using his imagination. Do you ever watch Bob Ross? There's somebody you should watch to get yourself ideas for how to paint too, because I mean, I tell people about how I learned from Bob Ross. And, I believe that everybody should, at least once in a life, just sit down and watch Bob Ross and, get a feel for, okay, so that kind of gives you an idea. Well, she's got to be a nice, cute little thing, but yeah, don't mess around with her, because I'm imagining that some good sides have some bad sides too. So yeah, she's not huge, and she's got a bunny tail that she uses for painting sometimes. She likes to dance, she's got sparkly eyes, she's got a magic paintbrush. and she wears a tutu, and she's not, no, she's a nice little young, cute little thing, Luna Sparkles. All right, so Luna Sparkles. Now that we've got the basics of something that we can start with, let's start with that. So now that we have what she's going to kind of look like, what she's going to be, let's try and draw her. Okay. So, like I said earlier, she got kind of like the football shape kind of a head, and I have an idea of what I'm kind of thinking of. Just bear with me here. Yeah. So, or I always think of her as like the trying to think of Luna Sparkles be something like really cute and kind of out there, and not only maybe she can make sparkles come out off of her wand too, not just in her sparkly blue eyes, but maybe she has like a sparkly wand that she can do all kinds of magic with her. So maybe she's got like her magic canvas too that she's like drawing on. Make something simple like that. Now I'm gonna kind of think of what. Okay, so if she was making like maybe she's making painting or drawing of a bunny too. We're just doing it rough, so you can kind of get an idea. So she's maybe drawing a bunny too on a sunny day. Bunny on a sunny day. Okay, and what does Luna look like? Okay, so let's just kind of think about it. So she's got. Let me just. Let me just kind of go for it. She's got big eyes. Okay, so let me try to think. I love the eyes that kind of look like those kitty eyes, those pretty eyes. And so she got a little nose, maybe a little face. Like I said, her shape of her head maybe a little bit like that. And she got her hair that comes out too. So I make her ears, and the ears are shapes of like footballs too, like a football head and football ears. Make a football head and football ears, football eyes. Yeah, I guess it could be more shape of footballs. Football shape eyes, football shape ears, football shape head. Here's a good idea. So, and now I'm gonna make it with curly hair. She got nice little bangs in the front, maybe like Taylor Swift kind of thing. Make her have the teeth like Taylor Swift too, maybe. And we'll make her eyes kind of like I can kind of make it look nice and sparkly. So nice big eyes, lots of like lashes. Make her very cute. And of course make her eyes. There we go. Look at that. That looks cute already, right? And then, well, she has like the long hair that kind of she got like lots of waves in her hair, so she's got like da da da, and you just basically make that shape that kind of goes like up and down and up and down. That's something you practice by making. You gotta just practice going up and down and up and down. It's a thing you gotta practice. It all comes with practice, practice, practice. Okay, so there we go. Make the bunny eyes. Make the bunny nose. Bunny nose is like a maybe you can make that a football shape too, if I wanted to. To keep everything football shape, okay? So remember, so you can take this and this together and make like a, say you got like triangle and circle and triangle, and you remove the side, and you almost have that. And that's almost like when you're making the eyes. Remember when I first started, I was showing you how to make eyes, and it's really like a football shape. And a circle in the middle kind of thing makes an eyeball kind of thing. All right. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. Whew. Wow. Okay. Woo. Bless me. Wow. Okay. I think I need a drink, but I don't have one with me at the moment. Okay. So she got the cute little bangs, like like Taylor Swift, and she got the nice wavy hair. And we got to think about that little body. Okay. So imagine that little body. Um, Shape of her body would be kind of like you can make a sideways football shape. I guess you could make it look like kind of like that. Or actually, start with a yeah. Okay, yeah. We can make the yeah. Kind of thinking what would make it like so. You can think of you can just make a circle here and erase it, but that would be where her body would be, right? So you just erase the parts there. And imagine what her feet would look like. Oh, but wait a minute. She's wearing a tutu, right? So we got to make sure we keep that in mind while she's got a paintbrush in her hand. So we got to make a paintbrush in her hand too. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. So she got a shoulder. Remember, I showed you like make a little shoulder. And let's make a little. Okay. Yes, I know. It always takes practice. And like I'm doing this live, so it might be a little bit different. Make it a little bit different. Okay, where would her paintbrush be? It would be she'd be holding on to it. So let's make the paintbrush. So the paintbrush is say right here. Also the shape of a football. And then you make like a stick. There. And she's got paint on it, so you can just make a little goopy spot that makes it look like there's paint on there. Okay. And so you can use your eraser and erase that little bit there. See, and then just make what the shape of a circle here. That's her hand holding on to it. Erase that part there, and you can kind of make an arm that connects to the body, kind of there. Like an arm that's maybe like that. Okay, and her other arm will come out this way. And oh, maybe she's holding on to. She's got to have a palette with paint on it, of course. So she would have like this round thing here, the palette. Maybe we're going to erase that here. And there's different paints on there, so we just make little globs of like circles there. Makes it look like different paints, and make it look like her thumbs coming into the holding on to it. So she's holding on to it with her other hand. Okay, so there we go. Maybe make her hand a little bit bigger, yeah, because that thumb is bigger than bigger than her hand. Okay, so we'll fix that. Da-da-da. She's looking good. There we go. And then we'll make the hand kind of like that. And have a thumb kind of coming that way. That way makes the hand look a little bit bigger. There we go. Now we're getting her. All right. And what about her feet? What would her feet look like? Well, she's a little tiny one, so I imagine she's got probably tiny little feet. Tiny little feet. And again, it's a matter of practicing making feet and doing it. Sometimes you have to, when you're doing feet myself, I usually just use the football shape again, that football shape. You can fit it right into there. You can watch. Right? I'll do it again. Watch. Here we go. So we do this. We can make two little footballs down here. And say that's where her legs would be. There we go. A little bit like that. But because she's a dancer, you can change the shape of her feet maybe into like little tiny dance shoes. Make it a little bit more rounder. And maybe make it kind of like she's wearing like little ballerina shoes, little da-da-da. Oh, and she's got a tutu on, so we gotta make sure you erase like right here. You can go right down to here. Erase that middle part because you got her legs. And we'll make her a little tutu that kind of comes out here. That. A little tutu comes out this way here. And we'll make like lines, again, like the shape here of her. Make that shape there. And you can go across this way. And they don't have to go together, but they just make the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth like this. And you can build it up here too if you want to make a big tutu. And then kind of make her look like she's wearing it. That's kind of like a dress attached. There we go. So kind of like that. A little bit big on this side. Let me just make it a little smaller. There we go. You kind of make it look like that side, so you can put a little sweep in there and make it look like that. So this is just just to give you an idea. Like this is just to show you what you can do. Okay, so maybe she looks kind of like that. And she got like multicolored hair. There we go, and cute little ears. And of course she's got little freckles on her cheeks there. Like she's just so cute. Oh, maybe not those. I think I'd go without those. But I think I might add, let me just see. Oh, because I've been looking at a picture that I started drawing, and just to kind of come up with an idea for you guys. Oh, she can have like her eyebrows too. Eyebrows can be up high like this, nice little high eyebrows kind of thing. And if you want, yeah, that looks nice. I'm looking at it backwards. I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. I can fix this. Look, I can just go like. Luckily, you can go like this and kind of make it look like it. There we go. So it looks kind of all together. There we go. And her pretty little legs come down like that. And she's wearing her tutu shoes, her dancing shoes. She dances while she paints, and she creates all kinds of wonderful things. So there we go. And she's got paint on her paintbrush. But you know what? If you look behind her at her tail, she's even got a little bit of paint on her tail. So I mean, if I made a little thing here, she would have like a little bit of paint on her tail. And the paint on her tail would be for like the sign. When she signs it at the end, she signs it with her tail. And puts her butt on her onto the painting and signs it with a little Luna Sparkles. Little LS. So I mean, you can make even like a little. You make her wearing a T-shirt that has like LS on here. And oh, look at how cute she is. Yeah, Luna Sparkles. Okay, so Luna Sparkles, the creative little bunny. You can make her mouth even bigger if you wanted to. You can play with all kinds of things to kind of make her more yours, that kind of thing. And that's a good start on doing, and we'll get her into doing different little adventures with art and maybe be able to show you a few things as well. So this gives you just a start of an idea for working on your own cartoons. So there we go. That's part one. It's creating your character and coming up with a storyline for your character. Now, doesn't that sound like a cool little story for a nice little character? Yeah, I think so too. So that's a good start. And when you get it going, you know, obviously you're going to get her. Maybe you're going to make a movie of her, maybe dancing around or creating something. So you have to kind of think of her in comic book style. How would you make her move in different directions? Like you can't have her just standing there. She has to be moving and showing things. So make her stand differently. If since her head is like football shape, you can move her around. You can have it so that this is just an example and very rough. You can have her so that, you know, if she's say she's dancing or whatever, you can have it so that she's got a little bit of a jig or something. You can make her like dancing, or you can change her shape just by matching her dancing, or she's like and dancing, you know. I don't know. I have to kind of concentrate and think about that when I'm doing it. But maybe I'll save that for the next time. We'll get her doing some stuff and get her out there doing some things. Yeah. But that's just the first step of getting to do your own cartoon character, is creating the plot and creating some ideas for what the character's going to be doing next. And this is fun. I really hope you enjoy learning a little bit about cartooning and how to get it going. And once you get it started, you never know when you're going to stop or what kind of imaginative stories will come to mind, right? So keep that in mind while you're doing it. And in the meantime, if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website, kimwolfel.com. Do a lot of practice of your own cartooning and artwork. And if you want to tag along with me and learn some other things, subscribe. As I usually say, I'm not going to push anything on you, but I enjoy doing this. And if it's something that you enjoy too, come along with me on this journey and we'll hang out together and maybe learn something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just show you what it's like for me to be me here in the Niagara area. I appreciate this channel and I appreciate you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I usually do my usual, as my mom would say, peace, oh brother, with a little bit added. I don't want to keep you too long. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mama used to say. And, you know, I like to say, me and Brad Pitt were like this. This is me over here. It's just like my family sometimes. I feel like I'm like over here sometimes. But that's okay. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, I just, you know, I miss it. I miss my family sometimes. I'm sure they know that though. And anyways, you know, like neither here nor there. I work all the time. I have next to no time for anything else except for coming here and hanging out with you and showing you some cool stuff about doing art. Family, you know, if you want to hang out with me, you're more than welcome to. And, you know, that's the way it goes. So, anyways, I just want to say thank you for tuning in for Cartooning Monday, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And tomorrow is Magic Tuesday. I will be here to give you some insight into the mystifying unknown. I will hope that you will turn back to come to me for the unknown to be known. In the meantime, have a great day, you guys. I appreciate it.